Hola clase. Today we're going to talk about present tense irregular yo verbs. So make sure you have your irregular yo verbs note guide available and you're filling it out as we go through the PowerPoint. All right, let's review. It says you have already learned regular verb endings for AR, ER, and IR verbs. When we say regular verb endings, we mean that they follow the same pattern. For example, you drop the ending and put back an ending that is memorized and is regular. So let's look at the AR verb endings that we know. So o, as, a, amos, an. ER verb endings we know are o, ace, a, amos, ein, and IR verb endings are o, ace, a, emos, ein. The following verbs are called irregular yo verbs because they do not follow the rules for the yo form ending. You must memorize their yo forms. Okay, so we're going to look at these irregular yos, okay, and we're going to talk and look at how they're irregular, but we're also going to talk about how the yo form is the only one that is irregular. So when you conjugate it in the to form, in the ea usted form, and so on, those endings will be normal. Okay, so let's start here with hacer, which means to do or to make. And the yo form does not follow the pattern because if we drop the er and add o, that would be haco, and notice here it is not. It's yo hago. Okay, so we have to memorize that this one is weird. It's called an irregular yo. All right, so yo hago would mean I do or I make. Let's look at poner. Again, if we dropped the er off and put an o on, it would be pono. And notice here it is not. It's yo pongo. Okay, so yo pongo would mean I put, I place, or I set. Okay, let's look at salir. The irregular yo form of salir is yo salgo, which means I leave or I go out. Traer, to bring, would be yo traigo, I bring. Decir, to say or tell, is yo digo, I say or I tell. Venir, to come, would be yo vengo, I come. Tener, to have, yo tengo, I have. And dar, to give, yo doy, I give. So I want you to notice here, it says the first 7 above end in go in the yo form. They're also called go verbs. Okay, so these first few here end in go, and they're also referred to as go verbs. Notice that dar is a little different, but it is still considered an irregular yo form verb. All right, so for part A of the note guide, we're going to fill in the forms of hacer. Remember, hacer means to do or to make. Okay, we need to mark that on the note guide. And I also want you to make sure that you notice that the rest of the verb is regular. Okay, so you did drop the er here and add es, drop the er and add e, and so on. So let's fill out the chart. Hago, haces, hace. Hacemos, hacen. Pause the video. All right, let's do poner. Make sure that you mark down that poner means to put, to place, or to set. And all forms except the yo is regular. Okay, so here's our irregular yo, and the rest of them follow the pattern. All right, so let's write pongo, pones, pone, ponemos, ponen. Pause the video. All right, salir is to leave or to go out. We need to mark that on the note guide. And again, all of the forms are regular except for the yo. All right, so we'll write salgo, sales, sale, salimos, salen. Pause the video. Okay, traer is to bring. We need to make sure we indicate that on the note guide. And all forms are regular except for the yo. Okay, so we're going to write traigo, traes, trae, traemos, traen. Pause the video. Okay, decir, we need to mark on our note guide that it is an E to I stem changer, and it means to say or to tell. And notice that we follow the normal pattern for all of these forms except for the yo form. And remember, we do stem change them in all forms except nosotros and vosotros. All right, so let's write digo, dices, dice, decimos, dicen. Pause the video. All right, we're going to mark that venir is an E to I stem changer. That means to come. And then notice that all forms except the yo are regular. Okay, so we'll write vengo, vienes, viene, venimos, vienen. Pause the video. Okay, tener is an E to I stem changer. That means to have. You'll mark that on the note guide. And again, all forms are regular except for the yo form. So we'll write tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tienen. Pause the video. And the last verb dar means to give. We need to indicate that on the note guide. And also all the forms are regular except for the yo. So we'll write doy, das, da, damos, dan. Also notice that dar is the only one that doesn't have the go ending in the yo form. So remember, most of these will be go verbs, but dar is not. Pause the video. All right, practiquemos. Let's practice. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the correct irregular yo form verb. Okay, now remember, it's only irregular in the yo form. So if yo is not the subject, then we have to follow the rules of conjugation where we drop the ending, AR, ER, or IR, and add back the regular ending, okay? So let's do the first one together. It says, I set the table for dinner. It has yo as the subject, so we know we're going to have our irregular yo form of this verb to fill in the conjugation, okay? So, I set comes from the verb poner, so we're going to put yo pongo la mesa para la cena. Pause the video and do 2, 3, 8 on your own, and then we'll check. All right, we're bringing soft drinks. Notice our subject is nosotros, not yo. Therefore, we're going to take the verb and follow a regular conjugation, okay? The verb traer means to bring, so we're going to drop the ER and add EMOS because it is an ER verb, okay? Nosotros traemos refrescos. They leave school at 3 o'clock p.m., okay? To leave is salir, and ellos is not the yo form, so we're going to follow the normal rules. We're going to drop the IR and add EN, salen. Ellos salen de la escuela a las 3. 4. My sister makes her bed every day, okay? Mi hermana is the subject, like saying ella. It's not the yo form, so we're going to follow the normal rules. We're going to drop the ER and add an E. Mi hermana hace su cama todos los días. I give parties in the summer. Okay, yo is the subject, so we know we're going to use one of the irregular yo forms. Okay, dar is to give, and the yo form is doy. Yo doy fiestas en el verano. When are you coming to my house? Okay, so you is the subject. Notice here, tu is the subject. Okay, so it's not the yo form, so we want to follow the normal rules. Okay, we know that venir means to come, and it's an E to IE stem changer, and that also it is an IR verb, so we will drop the IR and add the appropriate ending. Vienes. ¿Cuándo vienes tú a mi casa? They say that it's easy to vacuum. Okay, our subject is they or ellos, not yo. Okay, so we need to follow the normal rules. Okay, decir means to say. We know it's an E to I stem changer, so we'll stem change this in the ellos form. We'll drop the ending and add en. Ellos dicen que es fácil pasar la aspiradora. 8. Do you guys have the decorations in the car? Remember, you guys is the subject, ustedes. Okay, it's not the yo form, so we have to follow the normal rules of conjugation. Okay, it's an E to IE stem changer, tener, and we would drop the ending and put back the correct one for ustedes. ¿Tienen ustedes las decoraciones en el coche? Now remember, you need to memorize these forms as soon as possible. Remember that almost all of them end in go, except for the verb dar, okay? And that the rest of the forms, aside from the yo, for each of these verbs is a normal, regular conjugation ending. Write any questions you may have on your note guide and make sure you ask them as soon as class begins. There will be a 5-point mini quiz the next day at the very beginning of class. Please take the initiative to watch the video more than once in order to fully and completely understand the content covered in the video and or to help clear up any confusion. At this point, make sure you fill out part C of your note guide. Adios!